My name's Lisa Larson. I'm with HDR, and I'm an associate vice president. I saw the Women in Leadership program advertised at Wharton when I first started looking at the program, and that one definitely was on my list of classes that I wanted to take. And so I've had the opportunity just recently to take the class, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. It's the first time I've ever been in an all-female class. My background's engineering, and it was just fantastic to learn from other women coming from all different areas of business. I was impressed that Wharton had one class set aside for women in leadership. And coming from a background in engineering and science, I work in a very male-dominated field, and I've had mentors that are female and male, but certainly was looking for a program that focused on some of the differences. For example, negotiations. It's very common that women don't go to the table as often to negotiate, and learning better negotiation skills, certainly the way that was taught within an all-women's program would be different than if it was taught in a program with men and women. So I really appreciated some of those differences that you find in a women's program. The leadership program included amazing women from throughout the world, Africa, Japan, Europe, and we were all covered many different sectors and disciplines, but we were still able to learn from each other, and it was amazing to me how many similar problems that we had, even though we were in such a wide variety of disciplines, and we were able to really, I think, develop a bond in that program and help start a network that I think is going to continue on for years. So each program that I've taken, the classes have bonded, and I think it's just due to different reasons. So the Leadership Edge, we had a Leadership Challenge program one afternoon, and we were in teams and, really working on a problem where it was also competitive, and that just helped us bond. There's also the opportunity to network throughout. So even when you're not in class, we eat our meals together. We spend a lot of time together, and that's definitely, you can tell, an important part of the program that the setup allows us to network. The Women in Leadership program had just a slightly different format than some of the other programs I've taken. So in the evenings, we got together in small groups, and we had case studies. They were our own case studies. So we really learned how to mentor each other and help problem solve, and we had a coach with us. So each evening, we were in groups of 5 to 6, the same group. We were really able to bond, and I know that the group that I was with that we'll definitely keep in touch, and we want to hear how problems were solved. And it'll definitely be a part of my network, this group of women. Sure. I think part of the value of the negotiations training for me through Wharton, and I've had it in a couple of different programs, is the diversity within the program of executives. So when we had negotiation problems and case examples, they would match us up with other individuals, and I would be negotiating with someone that could potentially be a client or come from that type of a background. I was able to not only negotiate in these mock setups, but then get valuable feedback from individuals that could easily be on the other side of the table negotiating from me. And then on the Global Strategic Leadership class, we learn negotiations more from a global perspective also, and again, the culture comes into play. And I think one of the take-homes for me from all of the Wharton negotiations is that I don't have to change as a person when I go in to negotiate. I need to prepare and know my audience, but I can still be authentic in how I negotiate.